I say, Jason.
What's that, Greg?
They're coming thick and fast now, aren't they, these episodes?
Oh, they are, yeah.
It's just one after another, isn't it?
I know, feels like we're here all the time.
They must get fed up with us now.
Probably.
Anyway, this is Jason.
And that's Greg, and this is Tea and Toast, and coming up on today's episode, we've got Child Stars Then and Now. We are doing quite a few of these episodes now, aren't we, Greg? But it's great, isn't it? I love spending time with my best mate.
So you got a game then, Jason?
Oh, I have, yeah. Yeah, this game this week is... Well, it's not really a game, it's just me showing you some pictures.
Oh, that sounds fun.
It is. And it's called Child Stars Then and Now. So here we go with Child Stars Then and Now, Greg.
You do work hard, Jason.
I know.
I don't think people realise you do all this, don't you? I just turn up.
But you are funny though, aren't you?
Well, your family seem to think so.
I do, yeah.
Hi, family. Nice to see you. Thanks for supporting me.
Anyway, first up, Greg, is this young lady.
Oh, are we going to the Tea and Toast telephonic time warp transmitter terminal?
We are, yeah.
Okay.
Just rolls off the tongue, that, doesn't it?
We're just going to the telly, aren't we?
Yeah. We all know who this is, don't we, Greg?
Yeah.
Who is it then, Greg?
Annie?
Yes.
Is it?
Yes. From 1982.
Right.
Version of Annie that we all know and love, and that you have seen 1,000 times, Greg, haven't you?
No.
You're always singing Tomorrow.
I haven't sung today yet, Jason.
Anyway, Greg.
That's for the family, your family.
Yeah, you are funny.
Thanks, mate.
So that was her in 1982. Her name is Aileen Quinn.
Right.
And this is her now. Would you like to see a picture of how she looks now? Here you go, Greg. That's her now. That's Aileen Quinn. She's now aged 44.
She's 44 there?
Yeah. What have you got to say about that, Greg?
Nothing, Jason.
So that's a little orphan Annie all grown up.
Is that airbrushed a little bit?
It might be. Who knows, Greg?
Why is she leaning on the wall?
I don't know. Perhaps the photographer thought it would be a nice pose. Anyway, next. Of course you know who that is, don't you, Greg? Everyone out there knows who
I don't know his name. I know he was in The Sixth Sense.
He was in The Sixth Sense, but before that, he was Forrest Gump's son in Forrest Gump. The little boy at the end. That was Haley Joel Osment.
I can't remember that. What was his name?
Haley Joel Osment.
No clue.
Well...
Oh, he's the blind boy!
Pardon?
Isn't he in Dumb and Dumber?
Oh, I don't know. He might be. I haven't seen that.
You've not seen Dumb and Dumber?
No.
Well, viewers, I'm shocked as much as you are.
You haven't seen Star Wars, Greg. They're more shocked about that.
Just move on.
Yeah. Yeah, he was 6 years old when he played Forrest Gump's son.
He strokes the dead bird, innit?
I haven't seen it, Greg. And he was 11 years old when he was in The Sixth Sense, which is what...
The what?
That's easy for you to say.
Sixth
Sense. Which is what most people would recognise him for.
Yeah.
Haley Joel Osment, and he kind of dropped off the radar for a bit after that, didn't he?
Yeah.
Well, he is now 27 years old, and this is what he looks like. That's him.
He looks like you.
Pardon?
He looks like you.
No, he doesn't.
Wow, that's unbelievable.
I mean, if he does, then he's a very lucky lad, isn't he?
Yeah, that's right, Jason. Contain yourself, ladies. And Jason's wife, obviously.
She doesn't watch this, Greg.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Just do a line there. Look at it. Try and put a comparison. Yeah. That's interesting, that, Jason.
I don't think he looks like me, Greg.
I don't think he looks like him.
Shall we move on?
Yeah, let's do it. I'm quite enjoying this, Jay.
You must recognise this young lady. Sunday afternoon viewing when we were kids, Greg. Little House on the Prairie. No?
Oh, I was too busy watching Bullseye.
There will be people who recognise her straight away.
No.
Her character was called Laura Ingalls in Little House on the Prairie, which was on around about sort of the same time as the Waltons. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyway, she was 10 when she played Laura Ingalls, and obviously got older as the series went on, because that's what people do. Her name is Melissa Gilbert. She's now 51 years old.
51?
Yeah, she looks like this. Well, Greg.
Good morning, viewers.
Good morning. Hello.
Ooh.
That's Melissa Gilbert.
What is?
That.
Oh, right. Oh, sorry.
That is
Right.
there. Yeah.
Okay.
Laura Ingalls from Little House on the Prairie, who looks fantastic, doesn't she, Greg?
They do, don't they? She does, doesn't she?
51 years old.
51.
Shall we move on?
I think we better. If my wife watches this. Oh, right.
That's Vern from Stand By Me.
Stand By. Oh, I thought it was the Goonies, because he was in the Goonies, wasn't
Yeah, he was, but that's Stand By Me, Greg. Another fantastic 80s film that you haven't seen, have you, Greg?
I'm not very good at this, am I?
No. We run an 80s Facebook page, Greg, and a lot of what we do on this channel is about the 80s.
Nice plug, Jason. Like we did there.
80s magazine on Facebook, if you haven't seen it before.
Quite a few followers.
Yeah.
How many now, Jason?
370,000-ish. If only they'd all watch these videos.
And how much money do we earn from this, Jason? Still, it's fun, isn't it?
We love it, Greg, don't we?
I don't want to make a living out of it.
But this is Vern from Stand By Me.
Right.
I ran all the way home, do-up-a-do, just to say
We
I'm
did enough singing in the last couple of episodes, remember?
Well, I did.
You said I was involved in that.
You were, yeah. So this is 12-year-old Jerry O'Connell.
What, he's 12 now?
No, he was 12 then, Greg.
Oh, right.
You'll recognise him
Okay.
as his grown-up self. He went on to do TV series like Ultraman, or what was called My Secret Identity in the States, Ultraman over here. And he did, what else did he do? Sliders. You haven't a clue what I'm talking about, have you, Greg?
Should we just see what he's like now?
And he's also recently done a show where he played a lawyer. Let's see what he looks like now, Greg.
Okay, Jason.
This is what he grew up to be.
Well, he'd walk past me in the street, I wouldn't have a clue.
He's one of those people who looks absolutely nothing like his child self, isn't he?
He's very like a hi! You know what I mean?
He turned out alright, didn't he, I suppose?
You're right.
Yeah.
He's got good teeth, hasn't he?
Yeah.
They've not been done at all, have they?
I might not have been, Greg.
No, they are.
Now, finally, Greg,
Yes.
I've got the ultimate child star then and now here. Child stars then and
Jackson
now.
5.
No. Here we go, Greg. You ready for this? The Wonder Years, Greg. Please tell me you watched The Wonder Years.
Yeah, I know you're a really big fan of it. I watched it, but it doesn't. No. I'm just saying, he wasn't. It was another Sunday afternoon thing, wasn't it?
Greg, people loved The Wonder Years.
Yeah, I know. I'm not saying I didn't like it. It's not like them. If it come on now, I'm not bothered to watch. Do you know what I mean?
Anyway, in the picture there, playing
sorry to bore you.
Paul is Josh Saviano, if that's how you pronounce it. Of course, Fred Savage in the middle.
Savage, yeah.
He was also in a film in the 80s called The Wizard.
The Wizard.
Which, incidentally, I found on Big Box VHS this weekend.
You've got a bit of a thing for big box VHS.
I have got a bit of a thing for Big Box VHS
He does
videos.
have a thing for big box VHS videos.
And Winnie, played by Danica McKellar.
Who?
Danica, or Danica, however you pronounce it. And
Danny would do, wouldn't it?
their ages were 12, 12 and 13 when they started The Wonder Years.
Okay.
Would you like to see what they look like now? Before I show you that, there was a myth on the internet that Josh Saviano there grew up to be Marilyn Manson, the singer slash punk slash
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not true. So if anybody thought that was true, it's not true. He didn't grow up to be Marilyn Manson. He grew up to be himself. Here, there they are, Greg.
He's grew his hair, hasn't he?
No, that's him there, Greg.
Oh, right, that's him there?
Yeah.
Oh, right, they're swap places.
Yeah, she's now aged 40, and these are both aged 39. Same age as me, Greg.
What are they doing here?
That was just a reunion for something quite recently. I don't know what it was.
How old are you?
39.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Fred Savage, incidentally, has got a new series starting in America. Don't really know what it's about. I just saw it online.
What's she doing?
I don't know.
Great. Full of facts, aren't you, Jason?
I know, yeah.
Thanks for this.
It's alright. That's not what this is about, Greg. It's not what they're doing now. It's what they look like now. And there I have provided a picture of what they look like now.
Is this like professional on-air fallout?
No. So that's The Wonder Years. Good, that, isn't it?
Yes, it did. I enjoyed that.
And that was my last one, Greg.
Oh, well done, Jason.
Did you enjoy that little
I did, actually.
little game?
I enjoyed that.
Wasn't really a game, but...
What a way to wake up in the morning, eh?
I know. I hope you enjoyed it too. Oh no.
Did you like that?
It was very good, that. Greg,
Perspective, Jason. Here we go, Jason. Tighten, lighten up your morning. You ready? Here we go. Woo! Jason.
Yes, Greg.
Where do boats go when they're feeling sick?
I don't know, Greg. Where do boats go when they're feeling sick?
They go to the docks. To the docks, Jason. You know the docks where they like their ports.
I get it's like short for doctors, but means docks where they.
Because that's where a boat docks.
But boats would go to a mechanic's if they were poorly, wouldn't they, Greg?
I didn't think this through, did I, Jason?
No.
I'll get another one for next week then.
Believe it or not, Greg, that's nearly all we've got time for this week.
Don't they go quick?
They do, yeah. But before we go, I wanted to ask you, do you remember this? Do you remember that?
What's just happened, Jason?
What
I've just
happened
been
was
knocked out by a Commodore 64.
Magicked this Commodore 64 out of thin air.
I think I broke my nose.
This isn't actually the original bread bin model. This was the later model, remodelled case and everything, but it's still Commodore 64. There were sort of 3 camps when we were kids, weren't there? There were Specky people.
Not with glasses.
No, Spectrum people.
That was me.
There were Amstrad, CPC people.
My brother.
And there were Commodore 64 people.
What were you?
Specky. But
Were
we
you?
did have a C64 as well. I mean, we kind of went through them all, to be honest.
They all had the same sort of games on though, didn't they?
This kind of edged to the Spectrum and the Amstrad 64 in terms of graphics and sound. Sound was fantastic on this.
So was this the last one out then?
No, they were all... yeah, I can't remember. I'll have to have a look at that, Greg. But,
You'll put something on the screen there, won't
Yeah, I
you?
will,
He's good like that.
but if you have a look here, you could also get these wonderful accessories for it too. A monitor, a floppy disk drive. Do you remember floppy disks, Greg?
Mm-hmm.
When they were floppy, not the little 3.5 inch ones, but the 5 inch big ones.
Floppy.
Floppy 5 inch big ones. And dot matrix printers, Greg. Do you remember them?
Yeah, they weren't the cool accessories. They were like you get with the Spectrum, you know, the gun and the...
You could get all that
The
for
joystick.
C64, but there were some great games for this. This one came out in 1987, look, Greg, it says there.
87, yeah.
Copyright 1987. But we had the original model, the bread bin one, when I was a kid.
How much did you pay for this, Jason?
This one, £25, Greg.
Did you?
In the box, yeah, all mint.
That's a good price, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's it worth?
I don't know.
About £22?
Yeah.
Good,
Yeah.
good.
But anyway, have you had enough of looking at that, Greg?
What? Is it Magic Monday?
Well, it is, but I didn't really have a magic trick prepared, so just did that.
How do you do these things?
Don't know, Greg. But that really is all we've got time for on Tea and Toast today.
Well, when we're back again,
In a few days' time.
the next episode.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
Bye.
See you soon. So if you enjoyed that episode, please catch some of our old episodes. You can watch them here. And watch our other series, which was Retro Collectors. That's about here. And please make sure you try and subscribe to our channel, which is here.